Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. And as you can see, today we are doing Hecarim. So this time on the 5v5 map Summoner's Rift. Obviously I already had one for the minion, but I wanted to do another one. I want to yet another one, so if someone can send me that would be great. I want a top lane match, so preferably one where you actually can show off the powers. Not so much has to have a lot of kills, but more how to use the skills in certain situations. So yeah, it's going to be a jungle game this time, but you might have already glanced at from the title, because normally I put that in the title. Anyhow, going to just wait here with the whole team, except for the one of the bottom laners. Well, why is this guy bottom lane? Hang on. Did I miss something? It's going to be Cannon top lane, Hecarim jungle, Veigar mid lane, and Lux Tryndamere bottom lane. I was assuming that it would be Cannon Lux in bottom lane. And then, yeah, Lux had teleport, which kind of is already very strange, but yeah. Apparently Tryndamere in bottom lane. That is, well, new. Veigar stealing one of the minions there, starting off with 1 AP extra. That is completely bad behavior on his part. But yeah, I guess it's not too big of a deal. Yeah, as a jungler you won't really notice that, and it is kind of nice as Veigar to have that 1 AP extra. Even though 1 AP doesn't sound like a lot, considering you have 3 skills that actually do damage based on your ability power, it is quite a big deal. So it is going to be Lux mid and Veigar roaming? I have no clue. Yeah, whatever. We're going to watch the jungle here. So we're 1-on-1 in Rampage and Spirit of Dread. I think he took the Rampage first, which is yeah, not the greatest thing to use versus minions, but yeah, it is a very useful skill later on, because it has short, well, oh wow, Lux actually getting killed. But it's still worth it, because it's first blood, it's assisted, and yeah, all of the goodiness. And Veigar is now able to take over this this mid lane. Yeah, we see him going for red buff here now. Anyhow, yeah, the cooldown on this is very low, so you can use it quite frequently in the jungle, and that's also why they reduce the damage to minions, because otherwise it would just be too good. And yeah, that wouldn't be really fair to other junglers. But I guess the wording should have been that it does double damage to champions, and not that it does half damage to monsters, because that just sounds terrible. It should say like 40 plus 5 or 42 plus 5. And then double damage to champions, because that way it sounds way better. Obviously it would result in a very low what's it called, this ratio on your AP, I think it's based. And wow, this Lux getting killed. Yeah, Lux apparently not using the slow or the snare, and therefore not in any position to dodge any of that. But nicely played on Karts' part. And because he got killed before, he is only level 4, he now gained level 5. But yeah, Hecarim going in here for the kill, trying to move Karts back, and wow, actually doing quite a bit of damage there. And come on! Yeah, he was having some really lags, he said in... oh, yeah. No, he has no ultimate. Oh, wow. Yeah, you could definitely see he had some lags there, because that was just... Yeah, that was obviously not normal play. So, come on, what's your name? Udir is pushing this top lane here and doing quite a bit of damage to the turret there. Not sure how much it's at. It says 1300 out of 1300, but I'm pretty sure it's not at 1300. Well, it may be at 1300, but not out of 1300. It's out of 2550. So, yeah, it just shows up like this. I don't know. Same goes for these guys. It normally doesn't update properly. Anyhow, yeah, going back to the jungle here, we now see 3-1-1 and no level and ultimate, obviously, even though it says 1. So yeah, he seems to be really decent as a champion. I haven't seen a lot of play on him, but yeah, you definitely have a lot of utility. You just don't have any crowd control effects, so no slows, no well, no snares, no stuns. The only thing you have is kind of the move back and or the knockback, I mean, and this one. This one's also, I think, yeah, kind of a flea. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's kind of a knockback. And other than that, you really don't have anything. But it's like you have with Shyvana. You don't need to have this huge amount of CC to be a good jungler. So Lulu getting quite low there, even though we couldn't really see what was happening. Oh, and is she going to? She's going to get out. Wow. There was a lot of lag in the replay, by the way. So. And finally getting the ultimate. The ultimate is quite a nice effect as it's drawn. I don't like this. The aiming system is really poor. It doesn't look good. I do understand why it's drawn like this, because you have to be able to move the circle inside of this region. But yeah, it's not. It doesn't fit the game. Other things are drawn in more of a fantasy-like draw style, so the whole game is drawn like that, and then this just doesn't fit. I don't know if people understand what I'm saying there, but these small lines and everything is a straight line, either a straight line or a perfect circle, and it kind of feels more like an engineering thing than something that belongs in this game. But not giving the blue to Lux here. I don't know why. Maybe Hecarim can use blue pretty well. Not actually sure. But Hecarim definitely needs to go do some ganking, especially in mid lane, because mid lane is getting crushed, it seems. Lux already no longer in lane. I don't know what she was doing, but and wow, this dude, how about doing something about this? Oh, he's just continuing. He's just continuing to jungle, even though they're completely fighting right on top of him. But anyway, yeah, now he has to get out of there. They are going to pick up this Lulu now. And he definitely should have come in way earlier. The last guy is over here somewhere. And are they going to pick up the kill on this? There he goes. Yes, they are. There's, well, two against one. This should be an easy kill. Oh, come on. There we go. So at least they at least they get well, a good trade out of that, but it definitely was a mistake not to go in there and continue doing the red buff. But anyway, Lux is kind of pissed off because she got killed, but in the end it was still a good trade for the team, because all of the enemies overextended. Well, they overextended in because they wanted to get the kill on Lux, and because of that they lost 3 guys. Otherwise it would have just been a 1-for-0 trade, and now it's a 4-for-2 trade. So anyhow, we're going to go into what seems to be the enemy jungle. Oh, might also go for Cartus. No, going into the enemy jungle first. No, going just around the back. I thought he would go for the what's it called, raids first, just to make sure that. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. I thought he would go for rage first so that his ultimate would be up by the time he wants to gank. There's someone in here, I think. Yeah, they saw it as well. No, no longer there. And then we have this fight going on. How did Lulu do so much damage there? She doesn't even have anything. So the thing that happened there with the red buff, I just realized, because everyone's complaining about lag. Yeah, that might be because of the lag. There was a lot of lag when this was played. Well, there still is a lot of lag on the server at this moment. The European West server has been kind of bad, really bad for a little bit, a few days. 200 hit points left on this guy, it's Lulu. And oh, he's not going to get out of this. Yeah. Not a good place to recall, just so you know. But I think that that was kind of obvious from this. Oh, get this guy! No, nobody's going to pick that up. Yeah, tower dive him. Come on, you can do it. He's probably building movement speed, but yeah, do it anyway. No, he's not building movement speed. Huh. So yeah, the innate ability giving him extra attack damage for the movement speed, that's really bad. I mean, 9 extra damage, that is really probably the worst innate ability in the game. And yeah, I don't know why someone would come up with this, because nobody is going to. Well, imagine if you build him pure movement speed, so you only got movement speed. You get like 500 movement speed, which is like plus, let's say plus 200, and you get 15% of that, so that's like 30 extra damage. How is that even worth it? How is that? How can that ever be a decent build? If you want to do this, you need to make it like, I don't know, 50% of the movement speed. That way, with 200 extra movement speed, you get 100 extra damage, and that might actually work, because that would be equal to like an infinity edge. And then it becomes like a viable build to go for Phantom Dancers and boots level 3 on him. But anyhow, they're probably going to change that at some point, but not very soon, because they made it with something in mind. Maybe there's a new champion coming out, some new support champion that gives you extra movement speed. Who knows? Who knows? There is a reason for normally there normally is a reason for these kind of things. That doesn't mean that there's always a reason for it, but wow. Nobody is getting damaged at all in this fight. That is kind of sad. Oh, finally someone getting damaged there. It's an enemy Hecarim, and it's not even good enough. Then they finally pick up Vigar and Hecarim, but it was kind of sad that for the first like 30 seconds nobody got damaged. Everyone was still at 95% health. Don't even know how that can happen. So yeah, Cannon finally joining the fight. He hasn't been here a lot, or died early, could be as well. No. Yeah, the Cannon getting quite a bit of damage done, and the same goes for this Lux. Both of them do quite a bit of damage there, and eventually they do get one kill, and they may actually pick up a second here. But no, he's backed out, and then Vigar is going to pick it up. Finally. So where are we currently? We are doing red buff, and apparently keeping an eye on this, because otherwise you won't be able to see the health bars. I'm not sure if I saw the health bars in the end, because he couldn't help anyway. And he is going to get these raids and going for the wolves. Just keeping this farm up. I'm not sure where we are currently farm wise. We are currently at 59, and the enemy jungler, which is the same guy, is at 53, so he's not really ahead or behind. It's about the same. This guy might actually have a little bit more now.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Because he's not currently on the map. And there he is. So, no, he still has 53. So. Vigar really, yeah, he's overextending all the time, and a really nice job there by Lulu, but completely unnecessary. But really nice to get the stun off on someone, at least. Yeah, it's a kind of useless thing to do if you already have the kill, but yeah, well. And they're not going to get this. Oh, Hecarim is coming round the back and is going to pick up this kill. Come on. There we go. Yeah, well, we're just going to continue on jungling, it seems. Oh, dude. Almost forgetting one. And now, are we going into the enemy jungle, finally? Nope. I think he will go and help out this, well, this battle. Oh, unless he meets Udyr. And Udyr, yeah, he comes from top lane, he's quite strong. Because top lane Udyr is a lot stronger than jungle Udyr. Although jungle Udyr is still pretty strong. Anyhow, Hecarim coming in here, and well, an easy kill. Oh, Cannon making a little bit of a mistake there. Yeah, in the end it doesn't matter, but he definitely made a mistake using his magic resist there a little bit too soon. The lightning rush gives you extra magic resist and such. Oh, no, this is not going anywhere. Lulu is too strong for you, man. Lulu's really so overpowered. It's crazy on a stick. Yeah, Lulu is really ridiculously strong if you play her correctly. And people are starting to play her correctly, and yeah, she has an enormous burst of heal with her shield plus the ultimates. It's really, yeah, it's an enormous amount, and if you go AP on her, she's even more ridiculous. Obviously, that is why people have been playing her so much. And this Lux hits her ultimates quite often, and it's really hard to hit those ultimates because it takes quite a while to charge up. But she's been doing a good job. So yeah, getting another blue buff here. Again, not giving that to either Vigar or Lux. Don't know why. Probably because this is solo queue. And yeah, well, just continuing on. The enemy team really not here at the moment. We see Lulu being in the bottom lane, but oh, there's the rest. Or there are two of them at least. And are they going to pick up? Yeah, the enemy blue buff is up, so he's definitely not going to take this himself. It is going to go to... okay. It is going to go to him. Because there's nobody else there. Oh, he didn't pick it up, I think. No, the enemy Hecarim actually picked it up. Yeah, that was... once they saw the wall there from Karthus, they should have gone out of there. A really big horse coming in. Or centaur, as it is. So the Lulu ultimate wearing off, and now they may actually be able to pick up these 2 kills, but... Yep, 2 kills, there we go. So nicely played. It was a little bit risky, but with the ultimate still on Tryndamere, it was relatively safe. And yeah, they got out of there no problem. So Hecarim going for the red here. He's going to get himself another buff. He's going to lose that to someone else this time. I don't know who killed him or who ended up with the buffs here. Cannon has both of the blue buffs, I think. And yeah, we're just going to fast forward a little bit until we get another fight going. So yeah, Vigar getting completely owned her by well, whoever was there, Lulu and someone else. And yeah, this tower is lost. It takes about 3 seconds to take down. And going on to the next turret. So yeah, what kind of defense can they put up? I don't think they can save even this turret, and they might even lose the next turret because, well, nobody's here. Well, with nobody I mean there are 2 guys here and there are 4 enemies here. So Cannon is top lane, Vigar now arriving, so now it's 3 versus 5. And oh, not even getting the kill on this guy, and Vigar dies again. At least now they trade 2 for 2. But considering this was a 5 against 3 fight, still pretty decent. Oh my god. Cannon, dude. Finish them off. Yeah, no way Cannon can do anything about this. They just have too much HP for an AP caster, and that's the big disadvantage of being or of playing an AP caster or champion in general. You don't really have any way to kill someone with 4000 HP. You have a very limited amount of damage you can do, and yeah, that's exactly what you have to deal with. You have to harass them first before you can actually pick them off. Oh, come on. There we go. Multiple APs would be good, obviously. Nobody taking a shot at that ward. I think they would have been able to pick that up. To take down the wards. Come on, prevent this guy from going back. There we go. Hecarim not coming in from the back. I thought he would be trying to come in from the back. So we're just going to poke a little bit. This turret is going down, and now the next turret will actually be fought for by the enemy, even though they lost Udyr, well, in the previous fight, but they still are doing a good job of defending this. I think they picked off one guy for 0. Yeah, Karthus was already down, so well, that's a good deal for them.
An ally has been slain.
So yeah, Hecarim here on the other side going for Trinity Force, whereas our Hecarim is going for Bloodthirster. And yeah, this is going to be, I forgot its name, Endless Impaler, I think it's called. And in the end, I think this is yeah, this is kind of a not very good build, but then again, the Bloodthirster will work, so that'll work. But I'm not sure if Trinity Force is a good idea either, because Trinity Force, yeah, that's really Freak's favorite item, but that doesn't mean that it's a good item. Karthus is getting the kill on Lux once again. And dying afterwards, not doing anything. Yeah, I think Lulu is a real problem at this moment for Veigar. I'm not sure what Veigar has in hang on, minion counts and such. 75 minions versus Lulu, who has 31 minions, but yeah, well, they're pretty much at the same state. 3 and 7 is the same as 1 and 4. Actually, 3 and 7 would be way worse, but because you gave away way more gold to the opponents. But yeah, Lulu is just there for supporting the enemies, or their allies, and yeah, actually is doing a good job of that. So Veigar is actually supposed to do the damage. And Veigar isn't... yeah, it cannot actually do the damage at this point, because, well, he doesn't have any farm. He has no Q farm, probably. And in the end, that is not a good idea, obviously. So, no, nothing is going to come out of this. I haven't even noticed that it's a different skin, so it changes into on Lulu, and it changes people into a different creature than the regular skin. Kind of funny. So they are going to get out of there for now, and wow, actually picking up that kill. So a lot of damage going off on between both teams, but I think this guy, because he has a more tanky build and is just in general a more tanky champion, he is going to come out on top of that and actually used his Guardian Angel to get that kill. So yeah, they lose another turret, and since this is turning out to be quite a long game, I'm going to fast forward a little bit until we see a next fight. And no, this is not going to be a fight at all. And this is going to be very, very dangerous for Trundamere. There we go. Almost, yeah. Still didn't work.
Enemy killing spree.
So we are going to see a little bit of a fight over here, but yeah, as you can see, Vygar does no damage. He has virtually 0 AP, 260. You need to have like 700 AP on Vygar by this time. And he hasn't even completed his Deathfire Grasp yet, which kind of makes this whole build disastrous.
Enemy killing spree.
And he gets killed again, of course. 3 and 10. Excellent. Wow. I love Karthus, man. Karthus is such a noob stomp champion. Because people always think, yes, I survived, and then the Karthus ultimate comes in and bam, everyone dies. Obviously it is quite strong, it does a lot of damage, but still, it is reasonably easy to survive it. Because if you just buy some magic resist, then you can go up against any Karthus ultimate. Because the Karthus ultimate will do like, I don't know, 300 damage. And yeah, if you cannot survive 300 damage, then yeah, you should have died in the fight, probably. But yeah, it's an ultimate, so it has a long cooldown, and it cannot be used a whole lot, and that's why it's still a reasonable skill. It is of course a very useful skill, but yeah, well, everyone who has played against the Karthus knows that it's a very hard skill to play against if you're not paying attention to it, or if you are in a lane or in a fight where you barely survive, because it's very painful to have that. And of course, as a team, you can make sure that Karthus cannot use his ultimate when he, yeah, at least while he's alive. Of course, when he dies, that's a different story. But yeah, you can have a shield like this Lux. You can have a shield or an increase in health like Lulu, or you can just have a heal like Soraka. And all of those will save you from the Karthus ultimate most of the time. And yeah, so as a team you should be doing fine, and yeah, unless the whole team is low and then Karthus gets like a triple kill with his ultimate. But yeah, well, Soraka is still a pretty good counter to him. Yeah, and we have some sieging going on the base here, while we see this guy just farming up the bottom lane. Obviously with Baron buff, they yeah, they have a higher, well, possibility to push even with 4 versus 5 and a turret. Nobody actually hitting the Karthus. Karthus is or was pretty low, and I think Udyr is here now. But someone needs to pick up the stuff in the bottom lane just to make sure they don't lose the turrets. Yeah, extending 2 champions to there is not a good idea. Yeah, this is exactly what happens. Because they see 2 champions in the bottom lane, they can actually push in. They get 2 kills, 3 kills, 3 kills. And oh wow, Cannon picks up a kill there. And yeah, unfortunately they have to surrender here because there's no way they can win this anymore. So all in all, it's yeah, it's a pretty fun champion to play, I think. What we saw from here is just that, yeah, if you're making these kind of mistakes and your enemy picks up on that, then you're going to pay as a team. But yeah, well, a little bit too much fighting going on in this game, and in the end that's what cost them the game. I mean, you have to not only focus on getting kills, also on not getting killed. And if you fight through the whole game, then there's no way you're going to get stay safe. And especially as Vigar, if you go like, I don't know what he went, something like 3 and 15, then you have to realize that that is your fault and not your team's fault. I mean, if you go 3 and 7 in the end, then yeah, it can still be because you're losing or your team is not protecting you. But if you really have like 15 deaths, then you have to realize, okay, maybe it is me overextending or me face checking bushes when I shouldn't. I have my dark matter for that, for example, to do that, to check the bushes, or I can ward around the jungle to make sure that I can actually go from one lane to the next. Yeah, in the end I don't really know what the point was of that Vigar, what he was trying to accomplish, because yeah, he wasn't really doing anything real. And because of that, well, they had a really hard game. And although this I forgot his name, Hecarim, actually made quite a few errors in play, that's because, well, if your team is not playing too well, then you're bound to make mistakes yourself as well, because you get demotivated, and yeah, of course that is very frustrating. But yeah, I'm sure we will see some better Hecarim play soon, when people get used to the champion, and maybe people won't play him anymore. That could also be, but I think he's a pretty good champion, and I think he will, once people figure him out, how to work with him properly, he will be a very good jungler, just like Shyvana, who also was dismissed as a bad champion in the beginning, and Nautilus, who was dismissed as a bad champion in the beginning. But yeah, well, we'll see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. GG.